Are you ready?
You're live.
We're live?
Are we live?
You're live.
Good evening, guys.
Hi, folks. How are you?
Talkin Tackle, CJ Adams, Captain Greg DeBroil. We're going to go over some rods and reels.
Yeah. Can I?
Yes, go ahead.
This is, these Talkin Tackle is geared for the elementary fisherman. The guy that's got the sport fishing boat that's going to zoom out to the canyon, shut this off, okay? Yeah. This is for the guy that or the girl that just doesn't know. We're just trying to help the elementary entry level fishermen to learn a little bit more every week.
We get a lot of people that want to know when we say, let's just, for example, when we start fishing squid, okay, and we say let's use a trout rod or a freshwater rod,
light tackle.
Well, everybody says, well, what the heck is a trout rod? Well, we're going to show you right here.
People, we find it hard to believe. I mean, we got to go over this and say, well, CJ just said 2 minutes ago, what the hell do they mean? But light tackle's light tackle. If you're going to go squid fishing on the Black Hawk or one of the other boats that, there's a few that go squid fishing. I mean, this is a little trout rod. It's my rod, as a matter of fact. And
it's geared for light tackle.
It's geared light. It's small. It's small. I use it for trout fishing. I use it for squid fishing. I mean, light tackle, very, very light. You don't need anything more than that, really. Now, CJ's got a little bit heavier.
Same concept. Small spinner reel, light rod, I don't know, 5-foot rod, 6-foot rod, something like this. Light tackle gear. This is your introductory for squid. Okay.
The spinning reels work out very,
they work
very
the
good.
best.
Our rental rods on the Black Hawk are all spinning reels, and they work out very, very well.
In the spring, yeah,
in the spring. So if you're gonna go squid fishing, maybe some of you fish from shore. You don't need anything heavy.
When we recommend a trout rod, this is what we're talking about: light spinner rod, spinner reel, small stuff. Get braided line on it. We recommend that, and that's how it is for squid. And then when the porgies start to bite, you want to use a conventional rod and reel. Something real small, soft tip. Morgan,
Here, I'll hold it.
Real light. Very, very light. See that bend?
You can really feel everything.
You want to feel everything. We
see customers. You're going to say the same thing. We see customers that come on board the boat to go porgy fishing with stuff like this. I mean, yeah, you can catch it with a hand line.
Here, watch the bend in this.
Oh, this thing will kill you.
But we see it. This is what they bring for porgies. You don't want this. You don't, but you see it. And
it happens all the time. It's not, I mean, inevitably.
Do yourself a favor. Get yourself a small conventional reel on a conventional rod for the porgies, and don't bring this. This is what people bring. You don't want this. We'll get to this in a couple of minutes, but this is what you want right here.
Greg, what kind of reel is that?
This is good stuff.
Shimano Trinidad.
This is a Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
It's a 14A. Now that's the top. That's the top of the line. You don't have to spend.
Remember we talked last week? The drag's backed off. So
yeah.
It's in good shape. Braid line. Is this yours?
It is.
I like it.
And that's JB custom rod,
that's
right?
That's an expensive reel.
What's this cost?
It's about $500.
Yeah.
But you don't have to spend $500.
The combo.
The reel or the combo?
The reel.
Just the reel.
Just the reel.
Just the reel.
Must be nice to have money.
Well, if you fish, listen.
No, it makes
I will say this: do it once, do it right. You'll never have to do it again. That's our motto. If you buy it once, you'll never have to buy it again. And we see time and time again the stuff people bring. And yeah, some of it's good, but a lot of it is bad. What do you got?
No, I'm trying to get you away from the television there. We didn't shut it off. Should I shut it off?
No, it's okay.
Is it on?
CJ will go back over there. It's all
It's
right.
about Kennedy.
We always said, do it once, do it right. Otherwise, you're going to do it 12 times a year. And that's what we're trying to get you guys at as far as customers and people following us.
We want you to have the best shot at catching fish, no matter where you fish. It's not just on our boat.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with our boat.
You know? I mean, when we see the wrong tackle on the boat, and this is just our policy, when somebody brings this 2x6 on the boat, and they bring them,
2x6.
I tell the mates to politely go down there and tell the horse's ass. Tell the customer, tell the customer that try our rod, free of charge. We give them the rod. I tell the mates all the time, don't charge them for anything. Just take his rod away if he'll let you. Try our rod and see what you think. And they'll never go back to this. Believe me. You know?
What I like to say is a squid. Okay, picture a squid. Squid is maybe 12, 15, 16 inches long.
A big slammer might be 18.
Okay, it's not that big. And then you go to a porgy. A porgy's 12 inches.
A pound, three-quarters of a pound.
You don't need a shark rod and a shark reel or a tuna rod or a tuna reel to reel those fish in. Get yourself adequate to the small tackle to reel in a small fish. And then as you progress through sea bass and cod fishing throughout the year, get yourself something a little bigger. When you graduate to a bigger species of a fish, then you get a bigger reel. Okay? This is a Talkin 12. This is my personal rod that I use for tuna fishing. Now,
this has got some guts to it.
Yes, you can reel up anything in this. There's not many fish in the ocean that you can't beat this reel with. But you don't necessarily need this for a porgy or a sea bass. So we see it. But if you think about it, a porgy, a sea bass, a couple of pounds, make sure you get the right stuff that will equip to those fish. You don't need to bring this for a 3-pound sea bass. But we see it
all the time. We see it all the time. All the time. And the other boats do too, you know. But, realistically, you can catch them with a hand line. I mean, remember that guy we had on the back of the boat with the hand line?
We did have one, yeah.
I'll tell you, this guy had, I think it was mono too.
It was.
I'll tell you right now, that guy could catch him. He was, you take a good fisherman, it doesn't matter what he's using. A good fisherman can catch him with this, but the average Joe Blow can't. But this guy was on the back of the boat with that hand line, porgy fishing.
Well,
and he knocked the jock off.
That's the problem, because you get guys with this, porgy fishing, and you get guys with, let's just say, something lighter. That guy with the light tackle catches 30, 40 fish, and that guy with the big reel catches 4. And he's complaining, well, why the hell am I not, excuse my language, why am I not catching these fish?
Heather tells me we can use any language we want. They don't.
Well, we don't like to. But, But that's why. Get the right gear. Do your research, get your right tackle, and you'll produce more fish.
You know, the best thing you can do is go to a reputable tackle store. And I don't mean just J&B Tackle, Hilliers, Fisherman's World down in Norwalk, Ricky down here. You go to a good tackle store, and I'm not talking about Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's. The salesman there wants to sell you what the special item of the week is. It might not necessarily be the
Morgan,
best.
you can say this. We've seen our customers when we're down at Bass Pro or
we saw one of our customers last week when we were at Bass Pro. Yeah.
We did,
Yeah, me, Matt, and CJ went to the boat.
Those people you're talking to at the rod and reel shop, they don't know what they're talking about really.
At Cabela's or Bass Pro.
Yes.
But at JB Tackle or Hilliers.
You go to a reputable tackle store and tell them what you want, and you can get a combination rod that'll do a lot of things, And you don't have to break the bank getting it, but there are some high priced stuff. But like CJ said,
you don't have to spend $500 on a reel.
If you get the good stuff, you'll have it for life.
You'll have it for life. You will. But
you'll see a hell of a difference.
But this all comes into play like last week's Talkin Tackle about greasing and taking care of your stuff.
Maintenance.
If you take care of it, it will last a lifetime. You don't have to spend $1,000 on a rod and reel.
How many times do we see, especially the cheaper rods and reels, that the guy will be bringing in a fish, the handle comes off, the barrel lets go? I mean, we see it all the time. You're going to spend that kind of money on a boat, whether it be the Black Hawk or any other boat. I mean, at least, you can drive a nail with a brick. There's no question about it. But, boy, it works a lot better with a hammer. And a gun works even better. Ka-tung, 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 ka-tung. It's the same with this. Get good stuff.
Like we were saying, though, the squid fishing especially, we see it time and time again. People bring the shark rods for squid fishing too. But this is what you really need. A small, compact spinner reel with a small, compact rod.
Does squid, at their best, on the primest of days, don't fight that hard. they're just not the aggressive fish that you might think they are. In fact, if you take a sock, a small sock, it doesn't even have to be a big one, a small sock, and put it on your hook and put it out there, that's about what a squid is, okay? So if you're coming squid fishing to enjoy the fight, this is not your species to fish to do it, you know? They are fun to catch, they're good to eat.
I will say this. When you get double trouble, that's what I like to call it. Double trouble. You get 2 12-inch squid.
Oh, boy.
Then it feels like 2 socks.
That is good point. Then it feels like 2 socks.
But there are, like every fishery, there are guys that come out on the Black Hawk and they knock the socks off these things, so to speak. And there's other guys that catch 8 or 10. There's some tricks to it. There's no question about it. You know, but light tackle and light line and fluorocarbon make all the difference. And a lot of lights.
For the most part, I mean, throughout our season, until we get to Block Island, fishing Montauk, a lot of it is light tackle. You don't need the sharp rods and the heavy reels. Get away from it. We see it time and time again. Get some light tackle stuff, some good stuff. Go to your local tackle store or tackle shop and get some light stuff, light braid.
Tell them what you're going to fish for. Tell them where you're going to go from shore or from a party boat or a charter boat or, you know, whatever you want. And have
We
them.
want you to catch them. Believe me. That's why we tell you guys every day at the dock. We want you to catch the fish. We're only as good as you guys. But if you bring the unrealistic stuff...
Is that my problem sometimes?
It's not your problem. Because we do it time and time again every single day. And most of you guys watching know. We give that speech... Not for us, but for you guys. We want you to catch them. So do yourself and ourselves a favor. Get the right tackle.
You don't want to be a spectator in a participating sport.
That's a good one. You don't want to be a spectator.
I just came up with it like that.
Did you?
I just snapped it right out. I'd like to thank, we done? I'd like to thank Pettit Paint. For those of you that have a boat and you're going to be painting your bottom pretty soon, okay? If you're going to paint your bottom, we'll paint it with Pettit. We hauled out this year. That's the good stuff right there.
Ooh.
We hauled out this winter, and there was hardly any slime even on the boat. And believe me, we put the Black Hawk through hell. So we got our order from Pettit filled, and in about a week we'll be painting the bottom of the boat, and we'll be almost ready to go here. You know, so.
From our live video yesterday, we couldn't show you guys.
Yeah, we had to do it from outside. We're going to do one tomorrow, though.
They locked us out quick, but we will show you guys the pulpit. It's finished, almost.
Just got to be painted.
No, it's come along really nice. So we will show you
You'd
guys
be very
tomorrow.
impressed. Everybody would be happy. Are you happy, Morgan?
I'm very happy.
How you doing with the camera? You holding it steady?
Oh, yeah.
You're getting to be quite the little camera boy.
I know.
I'll tell you, you're good. Okay. That's it.
From Captain Greg's living room.
From my living room, CJ Adams.
Captain Greg the Rule.
We'll see you folks next week, okay? Have a good week.
Take care, guys.